martinis.
Yeah, for all you
before
espresso
this.
martini lovers.
Yeah, right.
Level up your game, guys.
Yeah. So often what you find with coffee cocktails is someone says, oh, let's make a coffee version of this cocktail. And literally it's just that recipe, and then they put coffee into it. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's a, espresso martini or whatever. Welcome to episode 32 of the Sultan of Slow Drip. I'm your host, the Sultan of Slow Trip, joined by Victor once again.
Hey, we're back.
So Victor has some news, right? So anything happened recently?
Why you
for
gotta
Victor?
put me on the spot? Just yeah, we're engaged. I'm engaged.
That's awesome.
We're
Yeah, you
engaged.
proposed to Justine. Yeah.
Justine, one of our biggest fans on the show.
Yeah.
I set up a fake photo shoot and we went to an area that I've been for photo shoots myself.
So you were pretending to do photography work, and you're
yeah,
like, hey, come
so
help me
like
along.
maybe a month ago, I did one for a friend who recently graduated, and after that shoot, I got the idea to do a fake one because I knew I knew I was gonna get a ring at that point, right? This was like 6 months in the making for sure, and before that, it was like a lame proposal in front of it wasn't gonna be lame, but like in front of her parents' house.
I see.
And we walked past like 5 engagement sessions like on that day.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it wasn't until like the very last moment where she probably had an idea, because I kept egging her on like, hey, there's more surprises, but we had a dinner for the next day, not on Sunday. So I just wanted any attention. If she had any small thought of like it's gonna happen this weekend, like to not be on Sunday.
I see.
And that's just the type of person Justine is, to think of others before herself, even on her birthday weekend, to help me out. And her cousins, who they try to get together every so often, went to go hang out at a virtual reality game. And they're like, Justine, this is your idea. You should be here. And Justine's like, you have enough help, right? Because we were going to meet our mutual friend at the shoot. And Justine's like almost got out of it. She was like,
whoa,
you don't need me. Like I can go hang with the cousins. And I was like, well, what if she calls out? Like, what if she has to be somewhere else? So like I was just making up excuses left and right. There was a point where that mutual friend spilled the beans that we were going to go see Coldplay. Because she's an EMT and she works for the event. She covers EMS for the event, right? And we were at a dinner and she was like, Justine, I'm looking forward to seeing you at Coldplay. And Justine's like, I'm seeing Coldplay? So I didn't know this went down. And later that evening, we're in bed and Justine's like, so I kind of know what's going on. Like Kimberly spilled the beans and I had no idea what beans were spilled.
So you didn't want to further spill?
What beans?
Yeah, like what beans? What are you talking about?
What beans? And I wish I played it off that cool, but I was
you
not that
up.
cool. In my head, I'm like, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
And Justine's like, oh, we're gonna go see Coldplay. I'm like, those beans, okay.
Yes.
And that's it. I mean, other than that, like my two main concern was the ring not fitting. I accidentally bought a size just a little too small. When we first talked about this stuff, like she gave me her size and I ended up buying a size a little too small, but it ended up fitting. And my other concern was the ring falling in the lake.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a windy day.
Yeah, you don't want that.
But everything worked out. I had a photographer who I have never met, which actually works out because maybe Justine would have recognized them, but they did great work. I love the photos. I don't know how many guys feel about this, but I'm kind of excited to like start the planning process.
Yeah, you don't have a date set up yet, or?
Probably next September-ish. Okay. Because it runs in her family that their anniversaries fall at the end of September. Okay. So I think Justine wants to line it up with that, but yeah, definitely not this September.
Yeah.
So hopefully next September, and we want to do it where your older family members can still attend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, no rush, but like, time is kind of the essence.
Right. That's true. It's funny. I have so many friends who were married in September.
Okay.
Yeah, I was married in September. Well, yeah, it's like everybody's really happy for you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's really great.
Feels
news.
good.
Yeah. So, as a congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you drunk again today.
Oh shoot, Justin, I haven't had anything to eat today, but I'm here for it.
So yeah, we're gonna focus today on a really cool project that I did with David Moore. The Breaking Black project, where we came up with the coffee inspired recipes, and we spent a long time just jamming sessions, figuring out how to like make coffee the central element of a cocktail. Yeah. So most people, we were actually joking about espresso martinis.
Yeah, for all you espresso martini lovers.
Yeah, right.
Level up your game, guys.
Yeah. so often what you find with coffee cocktails is someone says, "Oh, let's make a coffee version of this cocktail," and literally it's just that recipe, and then they put coffee into it, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's a espresso martini or whatever. Instead, we wanted to create just completely new recipes, so we focused on the coffee element first, and it's like, okay, what do we want to, what would make a coffee cocktail like remarkable from the coffee standpoint, where the alcohol and the spirits can now complement the coffee rather than the coffee just trying to add like coffee flavor to a drink. Okay. And that's the general like concept and genesis of the project. And we came across just some really awesome interplay between different spirits and coffee. And David just like blew my mind with his just depth of knowledge.
It feels so long ago, but that was such a fun event.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like a collaborative pop-up.
Yeah.
And it was at Cindy's rooftop.
Yeah, that was really
Cindy's
awesome.
rooftop.
Yeah.
Do you think now that kind of, well, I don't know, restrictions came back to Cali, but I wonder if restrictions will come back to Chicago.
I hope not.
But I was going to say, now that restrictions are kind of lifted, like, do you think we'll see more of those like collaborative pop-ups?
Yeah, I want to do some more stuff too. Yeah. I mean, I got a kid on the way, so we'll see.
Oh right.
Yeah, second kid on the way, so we'll see how much time I can carve out. And I'm like this close to my black belt as well, and it's like that's it's a long time coming. So I'm kind of thinking I should be a little more serious about getting it because I've not trained as much as I want to. So, but yeah, I do want to do some collabs. If everyone's down to do it, I know some people are still kind of skittish, but I'm always down to do some stuff. But in particular, I wanted to show off these recipes because I think these are really awesome summer recipes.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks awesome.
Very simple. This one only has like 5 different elements to it. Another one is a little more complicated, but we'll get to that when we're there. But yeah, I'm going to just kind of outline what we got here. So basically, we got some sherry. With these spirits, brand like matters a lot. In terms of like the flavor profile you're looking for.
Okay.
But I know things are not very easy to get like everywhere.
Sure.
So I would say just like get a sherry or, like some things like Braulio is like really hard to substitute Braulio. It just has a particular flavor profile. It's a Alpine Amaro. For the Amari, all their recipes are like proprietary. They will not tell you what's exactly in it. But, it's like, is it mint driven? Is it like more herbaceous? Does it have like a root beer flavor? That's kind of what you're looking as a distinguisher,
Okay.
Does it taste like, minty or like woodsy or?
Sure.
So that's pretty much what you're kind of looking for if you can't find the exact thing. But for the Amari, find the Amari. Like, that is hard to substitute. For the sherry, for the gin, a little bit more, this isn't a gin recipe, but, when a gin pops up, that you have a little bit more play with. So that's what I would say with this. But yeah, we're going to just do simple sherry, Amari, coffee. And then this is oat milk that's been infused with some cacao nibs.
Oh.
And the recipe, or the original recipe, calls for Demerara simple syrup. I just like to use honey, simple honey syrup, which is just 2 parts honey, 1 part water. And I use that just because I love the honey. Okay. And it's just... I don't know. Like, I mean, the Demerara is great. I'm not trying to like change the recipe or anything, but this is something that I always have on hand, and I just enjoy using it with coffee. Honey, just for me, works great with coffee.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna post the recipes on the screen for this like specific drink. So I'm just gonna get to making it and not really kind of talk about like what I'm adding and just go from here. So add a little bit of sherry here, and I suck at this part so bad. Like I see these guys, they pour so like well and specifically and so confidently. I don't have the speed pours, those things. So I'm just like sitting here like, oh my goodness.
So how much sherry? Just kind of talk us through if you can
sure.
as well.
Yeah. So that was just 1 full ounce.
Okay.
And then this is going to be 3/4 of an ounce of Braulio.
All right. And you said Amari, but is it Amaro or Amari?
So Amaro is the singular and Amari is the plural.
Shit, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Is that French? What is that?
That's Italian.
It's Italian.
Yes.
Braulio, that makes sense.
Yep. We're going to do 1/4 ounce of this here.
There's a line for 1/4 in there?
There is no line, so I'm going to just eyeball it and...
But you're making 2, so is it kind of double or?
No, I'm making 1.
Oh, making 1. Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna, cause we're gonna do 3 drinks, so I'm not trying to get like lit.
Oh, okay. Just lit.
Just a little lit, just just feeling ourselves just a tad bit.
Gotcha.
And then we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of the KB. And bartenders tell me they love working with it because it's a really easy to measure out.
The black label?
Or
Kyoto Black in general.
Kyoto Black in general because of the spouted pouch. So here. And then the last thing, we're going to do the dark chocolate infused oat milk. See, it's already becoming quite a bit of a volume drink already.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And it's got some kick to it. So that's already in there with the ice. And I literally, for the milk, I just took some Oatly and just steeped that with cacao nibs overnight.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, is there a certain point where it doesn't no longer more infused, like a day, 2 days, 3 days?
You know what? I mean, there is diminishing returns. I feel like a day is all you need.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think this might need just a splash more honey. Maybe. Damn, that's pretty good though. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do just a touch more honey, just a touch. There we go.
I mean, is there any part of you, Justin, that like wants like this to be in a bar, if not your own bar one day? I know you're not really. I mean, is that a thing? Or
if anybody's gonna have it in their bar, it's gonna be me and David if we ever open a bar together. I would love to concept with him and just do something really cool. And these are very batchable, so you could like make them in advance and just kind of have them on draft. So that would be my ideal person to do that sort of thing with, because I mean, these are his recipes, quite frankly, and I would never want to make money off of them unless he was a part of that.
Gotcha.
So, but I'm happy to share them because that's what this is.
Is there a name for this?
So this one is the cobweb. That's what
the cobweb.
Yeah. Cheers. Now we're just drinking them out of like little cheap old cups, but he has a whole like fancy smancy like star anise garnish and everything.
Wow.
And so.
Oh,
that's right. That's nice.
The cacao nibs really shine.
They shine. Like the little acidity just pops through. This is not like high alcohol either.
No, but you can still taste.
You taste a little bit.
What is it, the sherry or what?
Yeah, you can taste the sherry. I mean, the Braulio is gonna have like a lot of mint, just Alpine going on. This is 21%, but you only, you put an ounce in there, so it's not. But it's like layered, complex.
Wow.
Nice acidity.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's super fire.
When are you gonna have David?
I gotta have David on.
David should be where I am.
Bro,
like,
David.
Why am I here?
I think I'll have to run this back and like do an episode where for one David makes the drinks, because his like he's
for
just
sure.
just
It's a
on it.
show.
Also his ratio, like there's just something to it. Like when I make coffee, it's just different. When David makes cocktails, it's just different. Like he just has the finesse.
Okay.
But yeah, this is something you can have. It won't get you super drunk.
What a great summer!
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, summer cocktail.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Very simple to get these ingredients. Braulio and the sherry will last for a long time. Like you can just recork that and hold on to it. It won't go.
Definitely try this
bad.
one, guys. I have a feling you're going to make this a hard decision between the 3 that you're making.
Oh, in terms of like what your favorite is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm gonna finish this before we move on to the next one. Quite frankly, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny because when you have the cacao nib milk by itself, like I had a little bit, and it's not very like expressive. It's very tight. But when
out of this brings it out?
I think the Braulio especially brings it out. Like it adds a little bit of like just like that camphorous, like eucalyptusy, like minty almost kind of thing, and turns it into like a a banana almost. Like there's a little bit of a artificial kind of like that banana candy flavor.
Oh, that banana brulee or that, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo!
You just love that
Woo!
so much. That's like
That was so
I was
good.
considering putting it on today actually.
Is that more of a holiday drink or a summer drink?
Well, you can do it hot or cold.
Okay.
So yeah, it can be summer. It's a little on the thick side. I would say honestly, it's probably a fall drink.
Yeah.
Because it's got like it's the bananas Foster, the toasted raisins. It's got the spices like that kind of pumpkin spice, like the nutmeg and cinnamon thing going on. So that's a little bit more of a, I would say,
Love it.
fall. But yeah, oof. It's not often that I pound things on the show. But yeah, I'm gonna pound this because it's not gonna get me too lit, but also I don't want it to go to waste watering down because it's so good.
So good.
So yeah, I'm gonna teleport and come with a new setup and make the next drink.
Oh, let's snap on 3.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, just like that, we're back. Whoa, where'd all this stuff come from? So we have this magical setup that just appeared. Unlike the other drink, this one will definitely get you pretty wasted.
This one?
Yeah. I mean, we got overproof rum here, Jennifer, which is like gin, lots of it. So it's like...
Never heard of Jennifer.
Yeah, it's basically gin. I think there's like a distinction in terms of where it's made as to whether you can call it Jen or Jennifer.
Kind of like Armagnac?
Yeah. Or yeah, like Armagnac. Yeah, it's like a appellation, like, you know.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, so we got this, and this actually is called the Long Island Iced Coffee.
Oh my.
Yeah. So this one was pretty interesting. We wanted to make something that was like really crushable, but also something that was in the spirit of the Long Island iced tea.
Okay.
And in a sense that would get you just totally wasted.
Yeah.
Which Long Island iced teas will do that. And what we started off with ended up being a completely different recipe from this one. And the thing that made us kind of dissatisfied was we were able to make a Long Island iced coffee in principle, but in spirit, it just tasted too much like a Long Island iced tea.
Okay.
It had that exact same flavor
So you
profile.
had to change it a little bit.
So yeah, we had to switch it up and make it more of like a coffee type drink. So I'm gonna get to making this. This is not the exact rum that we used for it, but it's an overproof rum, and I wanted to try it because it's a Haitian rum, and my buddy over at Independent Spirits kind of sold me on it. So it might be a little bit different from what the recipe calls for, but overproof rum, and it's got a pretty interesting like kind of palate. I had some and smelled it, and it's got a little funk to it. So I can't say no to that.
We know Justin likes the funk.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna do 3/4 of this. Yeah.
How long did it take you and David to come up with these recipes? Like, how much time did you spend
over
together?
A year.
Over a year.
Yeah, it was a lot of time.
Did you do it over Zoom or in person?
Always in person.
How, do you miss stuff like that? Do you miss
I do.
just creatively jamming with someone?
I do, yeah. It's just like I've started so many different things that it's like hard to keep them all going. We'll just do 1/2 ounce of the Jennifer. Yeah, it's like...
Is he still at Cindy's?
No. So he's doing his own thing and also working as beverage director at Roberry Fee.
Is that the place you were talking? Is that French?
Yeah, they completely reconcept it and are doing like a set menu, but before it was like a la carte.
Gotcha.
And it's like just really, really good stuff. But
good for him.
Yep. And then he's got like this online like beverage academy that he's doing.
Oh.
Yeah, so occasionally he'll pick up some coffee from me just for that,
Sure. How cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. I'm gonna do the Koki. Oh. I went and bought like another bottle of Koki.
How much of the Koki?
1/2 ounce.
1/2 ounce.
Yeah, everything's been
Why a
half an
second
ounce.
bottle?
Because I forgot I already had a bottle of Koki at home. And I was like, you know what? I'll use it. It's Koki Americano.
Out of do you use all these spirits pretty often?
Yeah, I mean, I make cocktails and stuff like the Koki, for example. I make Vesper martinis. That's my favorite style of martini. And
what makes it? I don't know. I'm not familiar. Maybe you made one for me before, but what's a Vesper Martini?
It's just the Coca Americano with gin and vodka.
Okay.
And basically, it's just the recipe from Casino Royale.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Vesper.
So yeah.
Okay.
So that's why it's called Vesper. Just a quarter of this, and then a quarter of this here. The syrup, the scissor. Glug, 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 glug.
And then coffee?
Yep. And for the coffee, you're going to do 1.5. Yeah, all right. Right on the money. Okay. So we're going to give it a little stir. And then this one calls for like a tonic at the end. So normally you would get like a splash of like cola in your Long Island iced tea.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. That's what gives it the color.
Oh.
Yeah. And for this one, we just hit it with the tonic because it has nice sweetness, but also a little bitterness as well. And it's just tonic and coffee just like really, really go well together.
Look at that, guys.
All right, and then we'll.
It's not working. Whoa, that's a neat trick.
Oh, it's already open.
Oh. he was opening the bottle with a spoon.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I can open it with folded paper.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
You may have to tweak the tonic level a little bit just because I eyeballed it, but
okay.
Yeah, Long Island iced coffee. Cheers.
It smells nice.
Yeah.
Does that smell? I don't think I've ever had a Long Island, to be honest. I just know that they're strong. Does it smell like a Long Island?
No, it's completely different. It just has the name because it's you may need a little bit more. I don't know. Give it a shot. Yeah, to cut through.
It's kind of boozy. I mean, boozy like a Long Island, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the tonic. That was right enough, just enough.
Yeah.
Come closer.
Sorry, I'm just like kind of being.
You're just enjoying. You're just
I'm
lost in your own.
Mr. Cool, just lost in the sauce, just sitting. I'm like leaning back.
We're on a show, Justin.
Just like next to the shrub. Nice little orange play there.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that from?
That's from the Curacao.
Curacao.
Yeah. This will give it a little bit of kind of apricot-y notes. This is also a grape distillate, so it's going to have that white fruit kind of.
I think if I were to expand, like, we don't have a bar cart at home, but like we don't have any of these stuff.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
We don't really. I'm a simple beer dude.
Everything on the table is a go-to. Like that I've put on the table thus far should
That's
be in
cool.
your bar. Like everything's,
cool.
It's not gonna just sit there and languish.
Yeah.
Like you'll use it.
We were just gifted like a few plants, and Justine's dad like made her a planter for the yard.
Yeah.
And one of her friends gifted us some mint, so she made like I think a margarita, and like she put some mint in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
That's nice. Yeah. This is actually, you would use that for margaritas.
Okay.
Yep.
Curacao, I didn't know
Curacao, yeah. Because you would use that or like triple sec.
that. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah.
Triple Sec's also kind of orangey.
Yeah, it's an orange liqueur.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
it's this.
I used to watch. What's his name? Well, he goes by Tipsy Bartender now.
Oh, Sky John.
Oh, la mi gente!
I feel like that's
Back in the YouTube days,
yeah.
like
If
early
you were in
YouTube.
college, yeah,
Holy
in
shit.
2009, you know Sky
Now,
John.
I don't know if I don't really follow his channel anymore, but he used to do some awesome stuff before Tipsy Bartenders.
Yeah, I grew
Really fun
out of it. Yeah. I think that's what it was. You just grew out of it. Yeah.
Oh, those are the days.
I know. You ever listen to Peter Chow?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Similar?
Peter Chow was like the edgiest, like so edgy.
I'll look him
Like,
up.
I think a lot of his stuff has been removed from the internet. It's like way too edgy.
That edgy.
Like, dude, he was like a Chinese dude doing blackface, like pretending that he was his own friend
Oh no.
named Jamal.
I've never heard of that.
Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I found it just stupid funny because he was making fun of himself at the same time.
Sure.
Because he was clearly still like he would be pretending to be a black guy, but he was like Chinese.
Still making fun of his Chineseness.
Yeah, he'd be like a black dude, but with a
Through
Chinese
the lens.
accent.
That's so meta.
And it was just so funny. But yeah, you couldn't do that now. The times have changed. Like, you know, comedy. I'm a big comedy fan, and
Last comedy show we saw at the Improv in Schaumburg was for a guy named Shang Wang, and he's gonna get his Netflix special soon. But he opened for Ali Wong, which was the first time I saw him, and I left feeling proud at the fact that he didn't have to say an Asian joke. He's an Asian dude with like long hair, and just like a hippie vibe. But like he never, I think he did when he opened for Ali Wong, but like his
because that's you crowd.
he doesn't
a
do
little
it
bit.
anymore.
No,
Like he has his own. It's like you don't have to feed off that anymore.
Right.
You know, it was refreshing. It was
That's nice. Yeah, I feel like it's easy to pigeonhole yourself in that. I have a buddy who just actually released a comedy album on Netflix, not Netflix, on iTunes. I just got that. I've been listening to it in my car. It's really funny.
Do you remember Adam Sandler did that a while? Like he had his.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was pretty adult rated. But yeah, I think my dad found it and took it away.
What was this last week? No.
Well,
What are you doing listening to this?
Now I'm engaged, guys, so I'm a man now.
Yeah. Look, Dad, I got a hair right here. You see that hair? Just on my chest, the one.
Yeah. I literally can't grow facial hair. That's why I'm growing all this hair out.
Yeah. Actually, so do you want to grow facial hair?
If I could, I would.
You
I'd
can.
like the option.
You can.
What do you mean?
Just put Rogaine in your face.
Rogaine on my face?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
That's what I did.
I didn't think about that.
I just
It
stopped.
works?
I stopped. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a beard at all. I just had
Really?
I had a mustache and chin.
Really?
I had no hair on my cheeks. I just had to stop because my wife got pregnant.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Well, I didn't want the Rogaine. We're just having a bar conversation here now.
What?
But yeah, I didn't want the Rogaine affecting her during her pregnancy, messing with her hormone levels or anything like that.
How would it affect her?
Skin transfer. We sleep together.
Skin transfer.
You know, I'm kissing her,
So I don't know how it works. So like, it's on your face for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah.
Or? Oh, I
and it
didn't
just
know
like
that.
stimulates hair growth.
I mean.
It's crazy how it works.
What does that mean for Justine? Because we sleep together too. Like.
Just don't do it while she's pregnant,
Oh. Okay.
or put it on your face during the day.
That's interesting.
Not at night, during the day, as you leave. So you're mostly... Because also, I didn't want my daughter, because she kisses me a lot, I didn't want my daughter getting affected and then being like the Addams Family kid.
Are you gonna get back on that then?
When they go to Japan, I will. Because I need to
Interesting.
complete it. It's not like filled in the way I want
I've never
it.
met someone... I think I've heard of that, but I've never met someone that actually did it.
It's real. Yeah. Yep. You can Rogaine your beard.
So
'Cause it was like so...
At what age did you start this? Because...
It was when my wife was pregnant, so I was like 32.
32. I'm 32.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I had a very adolescent beard.
Should I grow a beard, guys? Should I put some
I think
Rogaine on my face?
Yo, beards don't hurt any.
Ooh.
Yeah, at a certain age, I don't know if you can be baby faced. Like, as you get older, you're gonna want a beard.
I want one. I was gonna let nature take its course. You know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Nah.
But
Nah, dude. Nature's cruel. Nature,
it can be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the great things too. We'll wrap up the beard conversation because they're like, "Wait, you guys talk about beards? What about?" But in any case, though, also, guys who don't get beards are less likely to lose their hair.
Oh.
So you're gonna have the double whammy. You'll have a beard and a full head of hair. So you're gonna be killing them.
I don't know. I know Jake doesn't like it because he's got curly hair, so he's prone to like. And maybe you. Too,
Jake's like Middle Eastern, so he's like.
He's got ingrown. It turns into ingrown.
Yeah, I get him too. You won't get him because your hair's too straight. But yeah, me and Jake are in a different ball game because he's Middle Eastern, so it's like
A day's work is like.
he's super thick and like.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm feeling pretty lit. That's still. What are you thinking about? I don't want to like influence you or anything. You liking that?
I do like it. I like it a lot. I wonder how much more similar it was to a Long Island before you tweaked it. You know.
It basically tastes like a Long Island.
Right.
Because one thing about the Long Island is it basically tastes like an Arnold Palmer.
That's just kind of like a spiked Arnold Palmer right now.
Mm-hmm. More orange.
More orange forward. Okay.
Yeah, less like lemon.
Okay.
A little bit of iced tea though. It's got some iced tea kind of.
Yeah. Now,
Damn this.
coffee's a little more hidden for me on this one.
Yeah. Even though there was like an ounce and a half of coffee in here. It's pretty crazy, right? I was just like really enjoying that like sip that I had. Damn, this.
It evolves over time, huh?
Yeah. Yo, this is a very complex drink. Like, the first sip that I had was like much more orange,
Okay.
and now I'm getting much more of like the grappa. More
This is
the
the
grape,
grappa?
yeah, more of the grape kind of like
Okay.
brandy.
Okay.
And the very subtle like sparkle
Okay.
from the tonic.
What's the name of this one?
This is Long Island iced coffee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. Damn.
That was good.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get started on the next one.
No snap. Let's jump on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Oh fuck! I gotta follow your lead. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, what do you know?
We here.
What's that? Oh, we have like this keeps happening. Like we're just like getting transported, and like I wish this happened every day. But yeah, in any case though, this is the last recipe. And in the true spirit of summer, can you guess based on what I'm gonna tell you this is? So we got rum, we have a coconut liqueur, coffee as usual, Angostura bitters, and some lime. A little bit of honey as well, simple sugar.
Yeah.
What do you think we're doing here?
The
I
Based
can't
on
think
those
of-
ingredients.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of it. It's in the pina colada.
That's not a bad guess.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that I don't know. That was
Even
my only
though
guess.
pina colada doesn't have coconut, but colada means crushed.
Oh,
Yeah, not coconut, but I know a lot of people think it means coconut.
it
but
usually comes in a coconut. Or
that's,
in
that's-
some.
that's what throws everyone off. Pina
Okay.
colada doesn't have coconut. but
Okay, fine. You got me. I don't know. That was my only guess.
we're doing a daiquiri.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing a coffee daiquiri. All right. So I'm gonna get to that real quick. Big.
And this was called the El Dorado. And this is called El Dorado.
This is El
This
Dorado.
whole drink is called El Dorado. Though,
No,
right?
it's a daiquiri. But I guess we could call it El Dorado.
Okay. Never mind.
You just got like branded, like they just like singed that into your brain. You saw the
no.
El Dorado.
You told me earlier. I was like, "What's the name of this drink?" And you said El Dorado.
I
We're
did not
just-
say that.
We're lit, bro.
No, we're on camera. You can go back and look.
I will.
You go back and look, bro. We're on camera. I didn't say that.
We are fucking lit.
Go look up this YouTube video, Rob Ford. I never said that. You'll have a good laugh.
Oh god.
But yo, huge shout out to Adam over at Off Premise.
Oh, okay. That's from Adam.
bro.
All right.
I went. Not saying this is gonna happen for you, but I went to Off Premise. I was like, hey Adam, I need some El Dorado 12 year.
Oh, it's rum with an H.
Yes, it is. That adds flavor. It adds
Okay.
something, I don't know. But I need some El Dorado 12 year, man. And he's like, bro, here's some 21 year. Just take it. Like, just just being a homie, just being a straight up homie. So thank you so much.
What do you
Adam.
mean just take it?
He gave it to me.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
he's like, it'll make the drink better. And I was like, it sure as fuck will make the drink better. So we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of that.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, this is fire. I had some last night while I was cleaning the shop up. I was like,
How's this one smell compared to
Oh.
the over?
much cleaner. Like more kind of like barrel-y.
There's kind of a coconutty. Kind of.
Little bit like that tropical
Barely,
banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have it straight up or with? Neat
Hell
or
yeah.
ice?
I had it. Yeah. I mean, you could have it with ice. That'll make it a little bit more kind of like refreshing, I guess.
Yeah.
But it really just sits on your tongue so nicely.
Right.
Whew. Yeah, I was liking that quite a bit. All right, and then we're gonna do half ounce of this here. So you don't have to be, the world's next greatest bartender in order to make all this happen. Like, look at me, I'm a savage when it comes to coffee, but when it comes to bartending, I'm like,
Yeah, but I guess the key is to anything in life is to start, right? And
To start,
like I
yep.
said, like when you're building a bar cart, like it's intimidating on like what ingredients to get. But I guess you start somewhere, and over time you'll have a pretty full bar cart.
you sure as hell will. And
What was the first drink you tried making, if you remember? First cocktail, for like personally, like at home.
the first cocktail I ever tried making, I gotta think about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. It was a rusty nail. That's what it was.
What's a rusty nail?
It's Scotch and Drambuie.
Scotch and what?
Drambuie.
Drambuie?
Drambuie is like like it's almost like a fortified Scotch. It's like yeah, it's like Scotch with like
Scotch on
sugar
Scotch.
and spice. It's like a spiced, sugary kind of like whiskey, and that was like my idea of like the first drink I ever ordered like legally in France was a rusty nail, and they didn't know what the hell it was, so they just brought me Scotch, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll just drink Scotch actually. Like this is pretty good, you know. Rusty nails are kind of trashy, but Scotch.
Okay.
It's yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. Lime juice. Let's squeeze some limes here. Should have juiced these ahead of time, but getting a decent amount out of here. Look at that.
I still remember our fruit episode. That was solid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't watched that episode, guys, go back to that.
That is, yeah. That's
some of the best fruits we've had from. I think Justine started doing mango with the skins.
Dude, mango with the skin is legit. You just eat it like an apple and just throw everyone off.
It's so cool.
Everyone's just like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, who are you? Raw meat experiment?
Yeah, right. I hear he's taking like a break from things now. He's like,
good
yeah,
for him, man.
the
you
fame.
know, like to not. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like you have reach now, right?
Yeah, he's just gonna sell his account one day and to like Bear Grylls or something. No, I'm just playing. That's his next move, I guess, is to like do collabs with people.
Oh, really?
I guess. I mean, what if he was like, yo, do you know who Matt Stoney is?
No.
He's a competitive eater. He's like one of the big competitive eaters on YouTube.
What does he eat?
Everything. Everything. He just eats like shit tons of everything. Like there was one episode where he ate like, I want to say 20 packs of Shin Ramen. Yeah.
We had a I forgot the brand, but it was a Miso Ramen from Konbini the other day. So good.
Our word.
So good. It actually like it was thick like miso.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we can pair with that, but if we did like a snack episode or something like that at Konbini or something other than beer, I mean they have very good wine and very good sake there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to whenever we go back. And I don't know. I wonder, you know, Dila. I don't know if you're watching, but like whenever that happens, if we do it at Konbini, that'd be cool too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an awesome spot. Honestly. All right. I'm definitely lit because I didn't even taste this before I poured it, but
what is this called?
Daiquiri.
The Daiquiri.
That Long Island iced coffee was like deceptively strong.
It smells like the Long Island. Right?
That's rum. You're smelling
That's
rum.
just the rum?
Yeah. You're smelling rum. Oh, yeah, that's daiquiri. Damn. That's a daiquiri, boy. Tropical.
Very
punchy.
Is there coconut in there?
Yeah, the coconut. Yep, this is coconut. It's like got that fruit
Coconut
punch thing
liqueur.
going. I mean, this is basically like
So what makes it a daiquiri?
I mean, that's a good question, honestly. I don't know why they call it daiquiri. That's just the name of the drink.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means.
You add a fruit before the daiquiri, so strawberry daiquiri, whatever daiquiri, right? And then like, what's a daiquiri?
Yo, question of the day. What the hell's a daiquiri?
I failed.
Right?
But yeah, question for you guys if you know the answer.
I feel like, honestly, strawberry daiquiri is just like something that you would get at like TGI Fridays or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, but it's
but
not.
What makes this a daiquiri? Is it the ingredients? But like what?
I think we have to figure out what that word means. I have no idea what that word means, except for like this drink that we're having. Like,
Justin, you've accomplished your goal and got us lit. So
I got you lit.
Congrats.
But yeah, yeah,
it's tasty. I think I like the first one out of the three though. Mm-hmm. They're all very phenomenal
very
summer
refreshing,
drinks.
very punchy.
Yeah.
Like it has a fruit punch flavor. Like
it
this,
does.
Yeah, like very fruit punch.
Yeah.
I could actually see making it a little more spirited, even though.
Really?
What you think?
It's punchy.
Really?
Punchy in the face, yeah.
Oh, really?
In the throat. Like a smooth punch, I guess. But it's strong.
Yeah, it's strong. I'm gonna have people falling off rooftops here. Falling off the boat. Like, imagine making this for like just a boat party.
All three of those would have been bangers on.
They'd be a fucking banger.
That's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. Is like what cocktails can I give or can we showcase at my wedding?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And I know some venues are like, you have to use these vendors, and like,
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I would love to do a coffee cocktail. That'd be amazing.
We can make that happen.
Oh,
The coconut is very subtle.
it was pretty apparent in the first sip, but yeah, it's more subtle.
It's
now.
like kind of chill in the back. I mean, this is like Malibu, but like a little more like chill. That takes me back to my college days. I used to make a jungle juice with guava, Malibu, and Everclear.
What do you mean guava? Like there's a guava liqueur?
Like
or
a guava juice, the Humex.
Oh,
the guava nectar.
Fancy.
Just the Humex guava nectar.
Usually you just throw in some fruit punch and.
Nah, we had to do with the
7-Up or
Everclear.
Sprite. Yeah.
Malibu, make it super bougie. You know, ladies like that. Makes everybody happy. People were falling out of my house. I used to be the president of like Japanese club.
Okay.
And we just had like international students like chilling, hanging out, playing beer pong, showing them the ropes. People just falling out the house on the way back to their dorms. I'm like, hey guys, call campus security. Let them give you a ride home. I would drive you, but I'm trashed. So that might not be safer.
Good times, man. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for putting this together.
You got it.
Definitely lit.
Yo, I'm actually getting a little bit of mango with the skins.
Oh.
Getting a little bit of mango with the skins. Just a touch.
Comes from the rum.
Yeah, or the Angostura bitters is the skin.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
The bitters, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo, this tastes like mango with the skin.
You maybe should change the name now. Mango skins.
Right? My brain made too many associations when I started thinking mango with the skin. But
Pew, pew,
I'll leave that up to you guys. Question of the day: what the hell's a daiquiri? That's what we're going with. Damn. This is like really growing on me. Like the
Really?
first one I thought was like
What was the name
the
of the first
best. Why you gotta put me on the spot like that? Shit. Damn. Give me 1 second.
one? Second one.
First one was the cobweb. That's
Cobweb.
what it was.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you said that before. Okay.
Yep.
Cobweb. I don't even know what the second one is.
Damn.
We're so lit, guys. I'm
lit as hell. Oh my
Woo!
goodness. Of course.
Long Island.
iced
Sorry,
coffee.
and then daiquiri. Okay.
Damn.
And then
Nothing else
mango
is getting
skins.
Nothing else is getting done today. Yeah, mango daiquiri.
All right.
Mango skin daiquiri. TGI Fridays. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Later, guys.
Peace.